bring in Democratic Senator Debbie Stabenow of Michigan. Hey, Debbie, it's always great talking to you. We served together in the House. I never, in a million years, and I know you never did either, never expected to see a day like this at our Capitol. Tell us about it. Take us through, if you can, what happened yesterday while you were trying to do your constitutional duty.
Well, Joe, Minka, Willie, it's always great to be with you. It was pretty frightening yesterday, I have to say. You know, I came into the Senate in 2001 and experienced 9/11, and I've not felt since that time anything like I felt yesterday. But the difference is, though, that those were foreign terrorists that attacked our capital and our country. And this, as you have said rightly, this was encouraged and incited by the president of the United States. And so when we were sitting there and all of a sudden we started hearing some noise outside the chambers, we weren't seeing what everybody was seeing on TV. I began to get some texts from my staff that people had been able to get into the second floor of the Capitol and stunned. And then all of a sudden the vice president is taken out, and then the Capitol Police take over and start shouting, "Lock the doors, lock the doors, lock the doors," which of course they did immediately. A little while later, I don't know how many minutes it was, they told us to get up and go. And literally they were saying, "Go, go, 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 go." And we went out, down backstairs, down to the basement, over to the Capitol office building, the Hart office building, where we then spent a significant amount of time. But I'll tell you what was important to me, Joe, is that we finished the job. We made the decision as the United States Senate that it helped whatever length of time it took to get the chambers back in order. We were going back into the chambers, and we were going to complete our work. And frankly, this mob, these terrorists, this person who calls himself President of the United States was not going to stop us from accepting the Electoral College votes and making very clear that it may take 12 days from now, but Joe Biden will be President of the United States.
And good for you, Senator Stabenow. The country needed to see you all conducting the business, no matter how long it took or how late it went. So commend you for doing that. You know, I was texting with people on the Hill, some of your colleagues, and early in this, and I said to one, I said, "How are you doing? Are you okay? What's going on there?" And he said, "Well, here's how it's going. My staff, who I'm separated from, I'm locked in my office. My staff just texted me to tell me where the gas masks are in the storage closet. So not so great." So I'm curious to know what you think happens from here. We have 13 days left in this presidency. This is clearly and obviously a dangerous president. Should he somehow be removed from office? Should there be something in place to stop him for these last 2 weeks?
Well, I agree that we should do whatever we can get the support to do, whether it's the 25th Amendment and what the cabinet should do, or whether it's going back and making a motion to reconsider the impeachment. I mean, a year ago, right now, we were in the United States Senate debating whether or not this president should be removed from office just a year ago. And in fact, if we'd had a bipartisan vote there, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't have had this last year of inciting and conspiracy theories and all of the other things that have happened that are so damaging to our country, far beyond this person being in office. So if there was a way, if there was the political will, I certainly would support doing that. I think when people say, what can he do in 12 days? Well, look what he did in 12 hours yesterday.